Bueno, vamos a presentarles Map to the Stars, esta película dirigida por David Cronenberg, con Julianne Moore, Robert Pattinson, John Cusack, y tuvimos la oportunidad de hacer la alfombra roja, de hacer las entrevistas. Esto ya también se está terminando, pero nosotros seguimos en TVUDLAP. Vamos a ver todo el recorrido de Map to the Stars de Cronenberg.
Michelangelo should. Oh, he'll get them. It's okay. We can continue. I'm running out of water here. Yeah, I just need a bunch more. Yeah, I have to keep drinking.
Yes.
I'm talking too much. Not too much, but talking a lot. Okay, we can go.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you very much. It's an honor to be with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, my first question, obviously, is this film, a critic or analysis for Hollywood for you?
I actually think it's more an analysis because it's very realistic. I mean, it seems exaggerated, and I think that's because it's dense, you know, because we are compressing into 111 minutes many aspects of life in Hollywood and life in the movie business in the Hollywood style. But I think it nonetheless is realistic. I mean, every line of dialogue in the movie, the writer, Bruce Wagner, says he's actually heard spoken, which might be terrifying to think. But I've had some interaction with Hollywood for the last 40 years, yeah. Although I never have lived there. And I can vouch for the truth of what he's saying, because I've had some of those bizarre meetings and bizarre interactions with people that, if you tell people about it, they can't believe it. It sounds like surrealist or absurdist theater or something like that. So I'd say it's a much more objective analysis than you might imagine.
Mm-hmm. What was the challenge for you to represent this character? You live.
Well, I thought the interesting thing about it is the way people can rationalize anything. You know, there's literally nothing that they can't compartmentalize and rationalize to themselves. So I think that the deals that we all make with ourselves about our secrets and how much we try to deny our flaws.
Mm-hmm. Why there is not a director as a character, for example?
There is one director. There is a moment where the Julianne Moore character meets a director.
Yes.
And that is, once again, I think, in fact, one journalist that I talked to said, is it because you're a director that the director character is the only sympathetic character in the movie? And I said, he's not sympathetic. He's a total liar, and he's a complete manipulator. He's absolutely a slimy guy, and I think he missed that. He didn't. I don't know if it was a language problem or he just didn't understand that this director was. You know, we all laugh at this character because it's so real about, you know, how some of the forces in Hollywood force you to be a liar and a manipulator and a deceptive, a deceiver, in order to function within the industry. You know.
In the makeup helps you to developing the character, for example, because it's not a thing that distracts on the film. It's stay there, but I don't know how to.
Yeah, it's very subtle. It was done really well, and it was good. Once it was on, I didn't feel it or notice it. It didn't make my face feel funny or anything, so it was great. It was fun to think about how she would maybe react to it, you know, keeping her hair in front or sometimes revealing it. It was another aspect of her character that gave me some insight into how she would be.
No. The method, your method for filmmaking, for making movies, has changed over the years.
Well, my director of photography, Peter Sushitsky, who's worked with me since 1988 when we did Dead Ringers together, says that my style has changed very much of directing, but it's been a slow evolution, so in a way it's almost invisible to me. I think with experience and confidence, I have simplified my filmmaking. I don't move the camera unless I really feel there's a need to move the camera. I don't feel, oh, this shot is boring, I better do something, you know, shake the camera around or something. And you see that often now. that kind of technique, which I find very annoying, actually, I must say. So the camera is usually very still unless it has to move. There are many scenes in the movie which are just two shots, one of each person, and because I let the dialogue and the actor, I have confidence in them, and so I don't feel the need to impose myself as a director on it and say, you know, there's a director involved in this as well, and you better pay attention to me. I see that in a lot of current filmmaking, and I don't feel the need to do that. And but it does take, and I really only do 1 or 2 takes. I mean, I don't do 100 takes like some directors famously do.
Yeah.
I can't understand that. I mean, it works for them, I guess, but I can't imagine going into the editing room and having 100 takes of everything. I can't imagine it.
Thank you very much. It's a few time for
Okay.
for a huge. I mean, thank you very much.